Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art stream. How you doing? I hope you're doing well today, man. Man, I hope you're doing super well. Oh gosh, it is. We're doing a two for today. I did not do my live stream last night. I just got home from work and I was just like, nah, not happening, not happening. I just didn't want to do my live stream. I was so tired. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're doing some gesture drawings for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna start with 2-minute gesture drawings or figurative gesture drawings. Basically, a gesture drawing is just a really quick sketch, essentially. And then I'm probably going to graduate to like a 5-minute drawing at the end. We'll see. I'll see how much time I have left around the 20-minute marker. So, without further ado, let's begin the live stream, shall we? Okay, I got to make sure I have everything all right. And today I'm using a different pencil. Let's get that out of the way. I'm using a different pencil. I'm using I think it's the Kyle's Ultimate Hard Pencil. Normally I use another pencil that's kind of like it's pretty similar to this one actually. They kind of work the same, but this one has a little bit more like tooth around the edge. It's a little different. It kind of works differently. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to be using today. See how I like it with regards to pencil. All right, let's start, man. It's been a while. It has been a while. I don't know. So what I try to do on these drawings is I always try to start with the head. Just start out with a head or a head-like shape. And even though I only have 2 minutes, I need to always train myself to go slow. I have a habit of going too quick with my drawings, like going way too quick, even though there's only 2 minutes in the drawing available. Like this is a 2-minute drawing. I have this habit of trying to get a lot more done than I should. I should just slow down. So what I would say to you if you're beginning and you have like a 2-minute gesture drawing that you've kind of established for yourself, just slow down. Just slow down. That's all you need to do. Just really slow it down, and it's just much better for you in the long run. Even though like I'm not gonna get much of this figure done. What's happening?
It felt Ava have a swing.
Yes, they do have a swing.
Dad, I feel it with them.
You're gonna share the swing with them. Okay, share that swing, man. All right. So all I want to say is just slow down. I need to remind myself of that often, actually, because I have a habit of just like seeing that I have like when I'm doing a timed drawing, I have this habit of like, oh, we must go real fast because I have so little time to work on it, and I used to do that, but I feel like when I do something like that, is the flow supposed to be 30 something percent? I ended up hurting myself in the long run. So again, I'm going to start out with the head with this one, but first what I want to do is I want to kind of get the general angle over the woman's torso. It's actually kind of like this. And then her arm sweeps around like that. I'm just going to put that there, this little sweeping action here. But now let's go ahead and work with the head. I probably shouldn't have done this. I probably should just went with the head first and did the sweeping action secondary to the drawing. It's been a while since I've drawn the figure drawn the figure. So it's going to be a minute to kind of just, I don't know. I really need to set up a habit of just doodling every day, you know? And I think one of the best things that you can do especially if you're beginning and you have a lot of free time. I don't have a lot of free time, unfortunately. Is just set up a drawing habit where you draw. You draw every day, and you don't worry about like the final outcome of that drawing. You just draw, and you're gonna have some really bad drawings, and you're gonna have some really good drawings. Unfortunately, what social media has kind of done is it's kind of skewed art. It's artists only show their best stuff, and they don't want to. There's times when I would agree. I don't know. Maybe this is only me. There's probably that was starting out to be so good too. I had a good structure. Oh man, 2 minutes is not enough time. Where was I? Just start setting up, giving yourself a habit of drawing is really probably the best thing that you can do for yourself if you want to be an artist, or if you just want to be good at drawing. You don't have to be an artist. It could just be like a really fun pastime for you. Like some people, art is a therapeutic for them, and art should be therapeutic. I think it's kind of lost its therapeutic value in today's society because we see such great artists, and now like we're in a world where we compare ourselves to everyone, and because we compare ourselves, we don't always see is the flaws within our art or within our work or whatever we're doing in general, and we can use those flaws are we take them, those errors as an artist, we take them as if like they're character flaws, like they're an indication, they're a measure of ourselves as an individual. Like, oh, I can't draw, but I want to be an artist, and my drawings suck, so that must mean I suck as an individual. And we equate that to ourselves, and I think that's logic that you don't want to be. I like this pencil, I really do. I think this is better than the one that I was using before. I think it feels more like a pencil to me. Unfortunately, I'm going really, really slow. But we equate our skill or our art as like reflections upon us, and we should not do that. We shouldn't do that. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. I don't know why. I think maybe school has been as part of that, right? They're partially to blame, where we're set up to believe that our ability to be being perfect or succeeding at the very beginning of something shows us like self-worth or something. I don't know the psychology, but like school has set us up to like have this false sense of like worth. Like we'd always give. That's why I hated grades. I was like, I got bad grades often, and you'd always hear from other parents, like, oh, my son or my daughter got straight A's. They're such perfect little children, perfect little kids, and you're in the same class as them, and you're like, and you get like demoralized, like, oh, I tried. I gave an effort, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I didn't like school. I think if you're a boy and you don't like school, you're not alone. I like this pencil. I like how it has that toothiness to it. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm going really slow. Besides, let's turn this back on. Let's have a sip of coffee. A sip of coffee right here, real quick. All right, and now back to the show. But yeah, man, just set yourself up with a drawing habit. And that's one thing that I need to get back into. I loved drawing. It was something. It was like an escape for me as a kid. And then like when I started getting older, everyone's like, you got to make this into a career, and then it never really happened. And so like it became like a sense of like failure to me, and I didn't want to draw because it was like maybe it was like an indication of my flaw, a reminder of my failure as a would-be artist at the time. That might have been why. I don't know. Perhaps I don't know. Maybe I didn't try hard enough, or I didn't do the popular art. I don't do a lot of popular looking art. Maybe I should. I think I should start doing that. Like just draw popular characters. Like draw Doctor Strange, draw Wanda from WandaVision or Scarlet Witch. Just draw the popular things. Popular culture. And that's one of the things I want to do. I just haven't done it, It just takes, all of it just takes time, And, in order to do stuff like that, you need to invest a substantial amount of free time, and don't have it. I don't have it. I just don't have it. I'm sorry, I don't have that time availability for myself. This she's like hanging on a string. That's why her torso is so arced. All right, so now let's stop this session, and then let's go ahead and let's do some 3-minute drawings. How about that? Let's see how that extra minute will help me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do some 3-minute drawings. They might do 1 minute. So start from the head, very weird pose. And be very general when you're doing. I have this problem as with everyone else. Like sometimes I want to jump into details, and some people can do that. Some people can like literally just their whole drawing is just moving around from detail to detail. Some people can do that. I think a lot of people can't just jump into details. They have to. I think a majority of artists or majority of people have to like start out with some sort of structure, something to kind of jump off from, but they definitely can't just like go into details. I've seen a few artists that are able to like just literally move from part to part, making their drawing all from, which is like all one giant detail, and wow, I can't really tell what's happening. All I know is that I can see your hair like here. I don't know, that doesn't look like it. Her side here, right here, there is a lot of like there's a lot of light, and the light is, what is that light doing? It's doing something. It's making it so I can't see where the edge is on her torso here. I really can't tell because she's wearing like a white like white shirt, I guess. So what would you call it? Look at that. That's a terrible looking knee. Oh my gosh. 3 minutes is not doing me any better. I really can't. It's not doing me any good. Really, it's not. Oh my gosh. So you see part of her head. That. All right, time to move on. We're at 16 minutes. Let's go ahead and go. We're going to go slow. Let's just go ahead and do the angle of the head. Something like this. And then her angle of her shoulders. Something like this. Her torso kind of curves. So let's just make a block for her torso like this. And then let's make a shape for her hips down to her pubis, and then another angle for there we go. And then let's go ahead and just kind of go ever so slowly here, like that. And let's give her arms. Her arms are like, they're literally tucked behind her. She's like tucking her arms behind her torso there. And then her clavicle pivots down right here, the pit of her neck, pivots back up right here. And then there's 2 notches right there. Her neck goes straight. I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and draw like let's not even draw her head yet. Let's draw like the outside shape of her hair. Maybe that might help me. Something like that. There we go. Now let's go ahead and at least kind of let's get like a blocky shape for the head. All right, that's what I want. So we're only doing 3-minute drawings. So it's not a lot of time to really establish anything. So that's why I'm kind of going slow. I've talked about this in the past, especially just today as well. Like I struggle with these time drawings sometimes, because there's this habit to kind of like really go fast. There's like a habit to kind of go fast and fast paced and just it's not good to go fast. You want to slow down a bit. So I've been trying to focus on slowing down and being very mindful of that. And so that's what I'm trying to do. To some extent, they're kind of better. It's better that I'm doing that. Let me have a sip of coffee first. So I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to find a good 3-minute one. We'll work with this one. This is my last 3-minute one. I'm going to do 5 minutes after that. You know, I feel bad when I skip certain figures to work to not draw, but sometimes you want to have a drawing that's going to be successful, or at least I feel that this one is a sitting down pose. I've done enough of these. The other ones were kind of like laying down poses. They were a little bit not difficult, but there's a lot happening there. And this one, I feel that I probably could get, I don't know, we'll see. I say I could get more done, but I say that and then all of a sudden I get like nothing done. So I'm not going to proclaim that I'm going to get a lot more done on this one. But I feel like I can at least set it up better than the other ones. And when I'm talking about setting up, I mean, you're just able to get all the elements of the drawing in play earlier on without having to like fiddle around with it. So like this one has a little bit more information, a little bit more standard information. So I got her neck here. Let's go ahead and let's put a shape for the torso, or at least the rib cage torso, and then her legs in front of her torso, chest. Let's go ahead and do a little shape here to kind of indicate a hip. I don't see any of this, but I'm just laying this here for posterity. And let's do an angle for the arm. It tilts down this way. And then her hair, she's got nice hair. Believe me, I know. I don't have any hair anymore. I lost it all. Great. There we go. And then I think what I need to do is I need to lower this neck down and then bring this. I actually might work on this one a little bit longer, to be honest with you, because it's developing nice enough. I just have things kind of misplaced a little bit. So things need to be a little bit lower. Yeah, a little bit lower. Everything's gonna be a little bit lower, a little bit bigger. Like the proportions were off. We're gonna work on this one just a little bit more. Maybe even for the rest of the drawing session. Maybe for a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see where I'm at. Around the 25 minute mark, and if I feel that I want to continue working on it, I'll work on it for a little bit more. If I don't, I won't. And that's another thing about doing these short drawings is like there's something to be said about doing gesture sketches that are short and they don't take a lot of time to do, or you don't finish them. When you're not finishing your work like this, I believe there's some growth that happens that you just don't account for, because you're having to what are you having to do? Well, you're not worried about making as many mistakes. So you're leaving a little bit. You're less concerned about making mistakes, and that concern is helpful for you in the beginning, because you don't worry yourself over like I'm making her forearms a little too big, by the way. Oops, that's a little too thick. Something that's okay. Let's kind of round that out. Let's shade this a little bit. Yeah, I might just draw on this for the rest of the drawing session. Why not? There we go. Yeah, why not? What do I have to lose? I've pretty much spent my time on it. And I think I'm going to work on this one for the next few minutes. So it's going to be like a 10-minute drawing, which means I'm still not going to get a lot done. And that's okay. It's okay to, not finish it. Oops. Oh man, come on, get off that. There we go. Sorry. It's okay to not finish a drawing, and that's why I kind of like these live streams where I do these gesture drawings or these figure drawings. So her leg kind of comes up here, and then her hip flares out like this. So I think I like this pencil brush. It feels more like a pencil. The other one the other one is kind of like, it's pencil-ish, but this one has It's got more of a pencil qualities to me, in my opinion. So I feel like I'm drawing with a pencil with this one, as opposed to the other one. It feels like I'm drawing with a pencil, but it's more like a digital pencil. And I'm still a little bit. I'm very slow in my mark making today. And that comes with the territory of drawing. You know, you'll be drawing, and you'll have this innate fear of messing up, right? And I'm concerned right now of messing up, and that's one of the problems of doing a longer drawing like this. Is you get this you start making a really good drawing, and then you get concerned about the final outcome, and that's where you need to kind of like check yourself a little bit and remind yourself that it's just a drawing, and it shouldn't have like any like emotional control over you, right? It shouldn't like affect you. You shouldn't get overly concerned about, oh, I'm worried that my drawing's not going to be that good. You know, you shouldn't worry about that. You should just worry about getting the drawing done, and possibly doing another one when you have more free time, or completing it, or doing a better one next time. I don't like how I did that hand. They look like kind of like hot dogs to me at the moment, but it's a start. It's a start, and that's better than nothing. Here we go. Just kind of moving down here. Her other leg kind of folds underneath here, and then her knee kind of comes out right on this side, and then her leg. I'm gonna mess this side up. I think I already messed it up. I think I need to bring up her butt a little bit. Her leg goes underneath here. It's like folding underneath. And then her foot kind of tucks up underneath here. So it looks painful, you know, and it doesn't look physically right. I think what I need to do is I probably need to tilt this down a little bit. So like this needs to be tilted down a little bit more, so that I can have more space down there for the leg. So I might have to do that. I don't think I'll be able to get time for it. Let's go ahead and put her other arm down here. So at least you know that there's another arm there. What does this look like if I do this? Let's try this. I don't mind that. That's kind of nice. Let's add a little bit of tone here. It's not being sensitive enough, unfortunately. I'm trying to lightly feather it, and I'm worried that if I, press too hard like that, well, that's not bad. I'm trying to get this. Yeah, I kind of like this pencil. I like this brush. It feels more like a pencil, as opposed to the other one has pencil like. It feels like a pencil, but like when you do a larger brush like this, a larger size, it doesn't have that graphite appearance as this one does. So I might use this one more often, especially when I want to, because I like the fact I can mass areas out like this. Let's see how this looks. Let's see if I can get this in here. I'm trying to get it in there, but as you can see, it's not even registering my pen pressure. And that's kind of difficult because I'm literally feathering it on there. So I'm trying to get this to apply tone, but it's not really working too well. It's either like nothing or like this. And that's one of the problems I have with these pencil brushes is like you can't seem to get, there's no like middle ground. It's just like, hey, it's either it's going to show or it's not going to show. And maybe if I make the flow a little bit more. Who knows? I think let's go ahead and do one more thing. Let's add the things that she's sitting on. She's got like there's like right here there's some sort of rock thing that she's on, and there's like a rock thing right here. Like a fake rock. Anyways, I think that's it for the day. This is pretty good. I don't like the hand, but it turned out decent. So as you know, today is actually today is technically I missed last night. I just didn't feel like drawing. Well, I was tired. I got home from work and I was just like I just wanted to kind of chillax and just and be off of labor for a moment, because I was going all day long, and then I got off work at like 11ish, got home by like 11:20ish, and then took a shower, and then by the time I was done with all that, it was almost midnight, and I just didn't want to, have to stay up at 12 o'clock or midnight. I didn't want to do any of that. So I decided to just kind of sit down and watch a show or two before I went to bed. So that is it for the day. Let's see. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I got to get going. It's later on today. I'm going to do another live stream. This wasn't that bad. I got a little bit reserved near the end, but I feel like I'm improving. Anyways, later on today, I'm going to be doing a live stream again, where I'm going to be working on my grid drawing. So it should be I'll be caught up because I missed yesterday. Right now, this live stream is actually last night's live stream, technically, just to make up. And then I'm going to do another one later on this evening, just so I can catch up, even though it's probably going to be at midnight like before, and I don't like doing that. I do not like doing that. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's live stream. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and I will see you again later. I wish you all the best and have a wonderful day. Cheers.